Sit out beside you.
What do you want me up there for?
Why do you put them out?
You're just trying to get the heat off of me.
John, some people don't have seniority and not us.
All right, we'll convene the January 2022 Alamance County HPC meeting. Tonight, we will have our organizational meeting. I'm Tanya Cattle, I'm the planning director for the county, and I'll take this challenge on to get the chair seated. Taking nominations for chair tonight. Yes,
I nominate Rodney Cheek.
Second.
second. Any further nominations? All right, any discussion? Okay, then let's take a vote.
What are your qualifications?
Those on Zoom, we're going to take a vote for Rodney. If you will say your name and your vote, please.
John Greason, yay.
Catherine Hagan, yes.
Eric Gator.
Laurie Smith, yay.
Emily White, yay.
Chris Copsey, yay.
All right. Lisa, we can't hear you, but I saw your lips move and say yay. Okay. So it is unanimous. Rodney can take his seat back up there as chair for the board tonight.
Really didn't think this all the way through, did you?
No,
No. I didn't know we were doing this.
it's official vote, so it's done.
After what you did to me at the Christmas party. I'll never forgive you.
And you started off thinking it was a joke, did you?
I know. I thought it was a good thing.
Okay, well, at this point, thank you. I'm humble. The floor is open for nomination for vice chair.
I nominate Robbie Balin.
Second.
So we've got a nomination for Robbie Ballon and a second. Are there any other nominations for vice chair? Hearing none. All in favor of Robbie as the vice chair? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Didn't hear a thing. So he wasn't here to protest, so he's in for another year.
He's in for another year and he doesn't know it. We'll see him later.
Okay. All right, so looking at the old business, there's none mentioned. I've got three things that I want to say just as kind of housekeeping. I have not forgot about the Pat Bailey plaque. I'm sorry, I don't have an official report on that tonight, but I haven't forgotten about it. Along those lines, probably everybody here knows, but if you don't, John Braxton, or Johnny Braxton, for those of us native to the southern part of the county, who was also an original member of this board, has passed, and his service was this past Saturday. And the third thing I wanted to mention, and I mention it because the planning board has gone back and forth with it, but we've talked about attendance at these meetings. And in a perfect world, of course, we'd like to have all of the board members at all of the meetings. We understand that we don't live in a perfect world, and it is not a problem if a board member cannot attend a meeting. The secret is to let the office know that you can't be there. And this becomes an issue sometimes when we need to do some official work and we don't have a quorum or enough members to conduct business. So I just wanted to say in a few words as I could, we understand, we the board, we the staff, we the public understand that not everybody can be at all the meetings all the time. But it is a courtesy to the other board members, if you cannot be there, to let the planning department know. And that way, if enough people can't be there, that we don't have a quorum, then we call a meeting off, and the few people who can be there aren't have to drive to Graham and then turn around and go back home, reschedule a meeting and come again. Never happened that I know of with historic properties. It has happened with the planning board. And I just wanted to share that as a matter of housekeeping. So if there's any questions about what I've just said or comments, then now's the time. Otherwise, we will move on to new business. So now we've got this calendar for the year. And it's on the back of this agenda. And the meeting dates are the second Tuesday of the month, February the 8th, March the 8th, April the 12th, May the 10th, June the 14th, July the 12th, August the 9th, September the 13th, October the 11th, November the 8th, December the 13th, and of course, we go ahead and set for the January 23 meeting, which is January the 10th. Any questions about any of that? I haven't looked at the calendar, but the math certainly works on it.
We didn't have any deviation. We had no reason to move a meeting, so this is truly the second Tuesday every single month this year.
Okay.
That's rare, but it did happen.
I move we accept the meeting schedule.
I second.
Okay, so we've got a motion and a second to accept the January 23 meeting schedule for the Alamance County Historic Properties Commission. Is there any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? Great. Do you have any staff announcements?
I sure do. We were not on record at the time, but Ian Shannon is our new planner. He is here on a permanent basis to help us with lots of things going on in the planning office. As y'all can see, there's a lot of development going on. So somebody's got to look at that stuff. So that's what we brought him on to help us. Very happy to have him on. He will also be helping us with this board. So anybody has any questions at any time can certainly call Ian or email him with anything as well. You'll see, well, y'all probably from Zoom can't see him, but you'll see him around the office and everything. So please make use of him with anything that y'all need.
What was the last name again?
Shannon.
Shannon. Okay. So just be Ian Shannon at.
IAN.SHANNON@alamance-nc.com.
Okay.
And soon enough, I'm going to expose him to the world and put his email and his phone number on there.
Oh, good. Very good.
He's been here almost 60 days, so it really is a critical breaking point, and we go and put him out there. Especially with Taylor. Taylor, just an FYI, Taylor, y'all know, is pregnant, and she is due the very beginning of February, so she will take leave very soon, just a few weeks away. So certainly Ian's got to get his information on the website with Taylor. Taylor will be back, but she will be taking leave. Ms. Hadley has an announcement this evening too.
As you know, the Board of Commissioners approved officially Westwood Freeze meeting, conservative and cemetery as historic landmarks in Alamance County. And this past week, was hunting a place to, anyway, PIP Printing and Sign Company is working up a work order for a metal sign and also some commemorative church fans. And I called them today about that progress of that. They said that the lady in charge had COVID, but she and her husband did ride down to Eli Whitney to see the one in front of the quilting party. Eli Whitney quilted and made pictures of that to show the design team on last Sunday afternoon. So she hopes to get that update to us next week. And also I received from the planning people all the things that the Board of Commissioners signed, and Ian is sending me a hard copy, and I appreciate all y'all's support.
Well, congratulations.
Great.
We were tickled to death about that.
And people have expressed that they would like to come whenever we have the sign
Mhm.
unveiled or something. Anyway, or I want to welcome you to West Grove, but I think it'd be better to wait till, maybe that would be an appropriate time to nudge.
Sure, once you get that information, give it to us and we'll send it out to the board members, so everybody knows. Those are the good positive highlights of our jobs. We're more than happy to come out and enjoy those kind of things.
And may I talk about one more thing?
Mhm.
You mentioned Pat Bailey and the plaque. Tanya and Taylor both gave me the reference of Smith Printing, and not Smith Trophies and whatever, as a place, but they only do plaques. They, in other words, they do not make a sign large as West Grove needs,
Mhm.
but that perhaps is a source or something for Pat Bailey. And I didn't know if you were thinking about something with John Braxton, but that was just an announcement a while ago.
Well, it was just an announcement, but at a point, we're probably gonna have some discussion about that to see what the board thinks, because it wouldn't be wrong to do that since they both go to the same church.
And there is a historic site over there at Bethel, old church, old school site that would be an appropriate spot for that.
This is all correct. And Colonial Hardware offered to have a sign made by their source and they'll pass it along over here at cost. So, and the monies were pledged for that some years ago. Now, I'm not sure that any money ever changed hands, but it was pledged, so that's where we're going with that. But again, nothing's been set in stone. Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, if we get that magic motion,
I motion we adjourn the meeting.
That's the one he was looking for.
Second.
so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for your
Thank you all.
time. See you at the next meeting.